Sejak dulu kalau kamu mau beli dual sport punya motosikal kan dia punya choice sangat limited. It's either kamu beli Honda CR-F or the Kawasaki KLX. And then itu barang kan since dia dari Jepun, dia punya harga pun dari Jepun juga. So ne, hakai yo ne. So ini hari kan actually we can fix that problem. Remember sebelum ni saya ada buat satu Kawasaki KLX punya video. Dia punya harga is around 16 plus. OMG, so expensive. Itu pun 230cc saja. But what if I tell you dengan itu harga kamu boleh dapat 2 biji motosikal hari ini? And that bike is W Moto Hawk 200. Okay. So fresh off the shelf kan kita ada satu motosikal yang memang dual sport habits. And when you first thought that, oh, ini motosikal nampak macam cheap lah apakah. But once you look closer at dia punya detail kan, you will be surprised. So dia punya soalan satu saja. Are you ready to be surprised with me? Since that I found a perfect bike just for you. Okay? So let's take a closer look. Front to back as usual. Let's go. Now in front of the Hawk 200 by W Moto kan, actually yang dia bagi punya package I really like it. Because first of all, biasa punya dual sport motosikal akan pakai telescopic fork. Tapi dia bagi full budget, dia kasih upside down forks. Okay? And then kamu boleh nampak dia punya brake sini ada selit-selit because dia also features ABS. And tire dia yang 19 ni compared dengan Kawasaki KLX 230 yang pakai 21 saya rasa. Gantian ini memang lagi muah banyak. Tapi pakai tube lah, remember pakai tube. Okay? So dengan yang ini fender yang tinggi memang full dual sport package sudah. Kalau kamu tengok lampu dia pun sangat cantik. Okay? Ini memang full LED lah, tidak payah cakap. Sampai dia punya knuckle duster pun dia bagi kau lampu bah. Alright. Dia bukan arang-arang punya guys. Okay. Ini knuckle duster saya mau kasih tahu kamu dia tidak signal. Signal dia di sini saja. Okay. So let's look at the engine pula. Shall we? Now on the power side of things kan.
Hi guys, Editor Maxu here. So upon doing more research on the Hawk 200i, I discovered something very big. Okay, so the engine of this motorcycle actually adalah from the Honda CB190R untuk the Indian market, and then dia pakai di W Moto 200i. And after knowing this, my jaw directly dropped because dia punya cerita sekarang lain sudah. Dia sekarang jadi satu Honda CR-F 200 yang price at 8.800 saja. Isn't that amazing? Carry on.
Ini around 15-16 horsepower. Itu Kawasaki produces around 17 to 18. So, and then dia punya torque memang ada kurang sikit because dia kurang 33cc itu. So, this produces around 16 juga Newton meters of torque. The other one 18. Okay? Masa kamu tengok kan dari harga price to performance kan, tiba-tiba separuh harga macam dia punya engine lagi worth it kan? Saya pun rasa begitu. Tapi there's a few caveats yang saya akan kasih tahu kamu sekarang. For 8,000 ringgit, first of all, kamu tidak dapat 6 gear lah. Okay? So this one only goes up to 5th gear saja. But it's okay. Kalau kamu off-road, bukan kamu kasih masuk 6 gear kau cruise di off-road mah. Betul tidak? Betul, right? Okay. And then kamu boleh tengok juga dia punya exhaust pun dia wrap di belakang. Almost same as the KLX. Untuk ada sikit-sikit back pressure, would say lah. Later you'll hear, dia punya exhaust ni, because dia punya curve is not going around like the Kawasaki, dia punya sound so much better and dia actually macam lebih kurang free flow exhaust sudah. So dia punya cradle design memang sangat simple. Kamu tidak dapat radiator because this is completely air cool punya lah. Alright, compare dengan W Motor punya dulu SX2 tu, this is easier to maintain. Tidak payah kamu tukar coolant, tidak payah kamu risau juga kalau kamu ride itu batu masuk terus pergi coolant. Kan? So for 8,000 ringgit kan, the more you think about this motorcycle kan, macam the more kamu bayar terus nih. Bahaya.
Sorry. Kasih bersih exhaust pak. Okay, so in the back of the Hawk 200 ni kan, kamu boleh nampak dia punya design looks like something that the military akan pakai, macam boleh pergi war terus ni. So belakang tayar dia 17 inci, compare dengan the KLX yang pakai 18, still this is easier and cheaper to find for sure punya. Alright. And then single disc brake at the back. Okay, dia punya ABS only in the front. So now I understand sudah, belakang you still can have fun, boleh drift lebih sikit. Okay. And then dia punya can ni sangat besar. So the whole thing is suspended in the air by a single monoshock at the back. Masa saya duduk on top kan, ada saya rasa a bit keras lah. Okay, not as friendly as the Kawasaki lah. Okay. Pada tengok belakang pula, the light, everything looks very simple lah. There's not much to talk about sini. Okay, dia tidak nampak macam uniquely designed, because saya rasa in the end of the day, 8,000 ringgit to make a bike like this is just for the function, not really for the looks. Okay, but kalau kamu boleh spend sikit duit, kasih cat ni motosikal, saya rasa kau boleh buat dia cantik juga bah.
Yeah.
Now, so duduk on top of this motorcycle kan, dia punya seat height is actually a little bit lower than the KLX at 830. Tapi yang magicalnya, dia punya ground clearance lagi tinggi 260 mm compared to 240 on the KLX. So this means kan ini motorcycle actually boleh jalan lagi banyak lumpur and without getting stuck compared dengan the KLX. But not to mention kan 240 is actually quite good sudah lah untuk satu motosikal yang 2 sport. So seat height lagi rendah tapi ground clearance lagi tinggi. Doesn't make sense. Okay, mari sekarang kita dengar sama-sama you and me, kita dengar Hawk 200 punya engine noise macam mana. Okay, let's turn it on. Okay, ini motosikal kan dia premium sikit tu, mau tarik clutch baru boleh on. Not bad. Okay, stock pun because ini motosikal saya tidak nampak ada dia punya tabung di mana-mana kan. Semua keluar sejak dari dia punya slip-on. Wow, it sounds so good, man. Out of the factory. Okay. Now, lastly, to tell you, okay, so dia punya seat ni memang 2 spot punya seat, panjang all the way back. And it's actually a little bit hard, but not too hard lah. Tapi apa yang akan jadi kamu punya worry is bounciness of the shocks. Okay, kalau kita bounce, okay. Depan dia punya dip, okay. Tapi belakang dia keras. Saya rasa need adjustment lagi. I think kurang preload lah, bukan up. Salah cakap. Okay, mari kita tengok dash dia. Welcome to the cockpit of the Hawk 200 punya motosikal ni. Okay, dia punya dash ni biru-biru saja, but it carries a lot of information juga. You have your gear indicators on the left. Kamu punya warning light should be here, all at the bottom. Okay, kamu dapat lagi fuel gauge, rev all the way around, speed here, odometer to the right, and then ada jam lagi. Okay, sangat-sangat biasa. So I think over here you can change, I think your trip lah, trip A, trip B, and your total odometer. Okay, not much there. So sini dia ABS indicator ni actually is a good thing because you can actually switch off ABS altogether.
And saya sangat-sangat suka dia punya ignition sini kan, which is completely taken from Japanese motorcycle yang kamu boleh ada ignition lock directly dengan Kawasaki style punya handle ni. Boleh kasih tutup dia punya pintu supaya orang tidak boleh curi kau punya bike yang 132 kilo sahaja. Sangat-sangat ringan. So, kamu mesti mau worry punya. And then dia punya key pun sangat-sangat panjang, Jo. Okay? Tiada orang boleh senang-senang boleh curi kamu punya motosikal. Okay? So, di bawah dash dia pula kamu ada USB. Now, on the left hand side of this handlebar kan, saya nampak dia punya butang punya switches. I've never seen this design in my whole life before. Saya tidak tahu dari mana dia inspired. Because dia punya switch is very tactile. Everything feels so nice to press. Okay? Highlight, low beam, turn signals, and kamu punya horn. Ini butang merah pula kalau kamu tekan lama-lama. And then if you look at the dash, DP ABS akan turn off. Fantastic. Okay. Now di kanan pula, so dia punya switch ni kalau mau kasih kill switch tekan sejak atas. Kalau mau kasih on, tekan sini lagi bawah. Saya tidak pernah nampak desain begini. So it's quite unique lah. And then untuk start ni motosikal pula kamu mesti mau tarik dia punya clutch baru tekan. And then dia akan start. Now, if we look down, here pula, in the Kawasaki, kamu dapat 7 lebih punya liters lah. Over here, dia bagi kau 8 ngam-ngam. Okay? So, ini motosikal macam mana pun, saya tidak rasa dia akan boleh fulfill kamu punya kriteria jalan 300 km. But, kamu as usual, boleh tambah juga jerrycan ke apakah kalau mau jalan jauh lah. Okay? So, ini motosikal, I think it's perfect the way it is. For 8,000 ringgit, apa kamu ke pen? Alright.
Okay, people, you join me outside on the great outdoors, and now we're on the Hawk 200, yang is memang really cheaper than the Kawasaki, and it sounds so good as well. My God! So let's see how much power it has. Around 15-16 horsepower. Let's tengok macam mana dia punya power. Let's go. Wow! Okay. Alright, I can see that they're doing some roadworks here. But we are on a dirt bike, so we must go on the dirt. Oh yeah! Okay, not the main road though. But yeah, this motorcycle is so torquey, It's so unexpected compared dengan yang the 150 I tried before kan. Dia punya 50cc extra. Also with the engine that's based on the Honda CG kan. Wow, this has so much kick and it sounds so nice. Woo! And I don't even have to go to third gear to pull the speed up. Dia punya second gear boleh tarik sangat-sangat panjang. And then also compared dengan the TT Classic 150, it's so easy to reverse this motorcycle. It's unbelievable. Alright. Let's go. Okay, let's try to do a speed run. Let's see how fast can it go. And later we'll do like a second gear pull. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. There's not enough runway. But it's good enough. Yeah. Now let's try to do a second gear pull and see if it works or not. Okay, over here. Let's go up to second gear. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Tiada masalah lah, come on. Woo, easy. Now this bike being so slim and slender kan, actually make it very easy to buang left and right. The handlebar is quite wide. Okay, handlebar is quite wide and I don't really feel that the seat is too hard, even for a dual sport motorcycle. So kalau saya mau kasih dia summary, well, first of all, ada dia punya power. Dia punya shocks is a bit harder for a dual sport bike lah. Okay, it's not really the best.
but power-wise, this has so much torque for you to have fun. It's unbelievable. Alright. Okay. So that concludes the short test ride. I have more thoughts for you in the showroom. And let's go in.
So to conclude ni motorcycle after riding it kan, okay, dia punya weight is super unsubstantial at 132 kilo. Okay, ni motorcycle is so light as a feather. Okay, and then coming from somebody who rode the TT Classic 150 kan, saya rasa sangat kurang power. This is completely opposite. Dia punya first gear, second gear, gear so panjang. Maybe because dia tahu dia tiada gear 6. So every single gear dia memang stretch jauh sikit. And it makes you feel like it has power because dia memang ada. From that little 200cc punya engine compared dengan the 230 that I use in Kawasaki, I feel that kalau saya mau climb mountains kan, saya mau jalan tempat yang memang banyak lumpur, saya lagi confident on this motorcycle than that one. Okay, even though that one cost like 2 kali ganda ke harga, nah berapa kali kamu hot tour baru kamu boleh dapat itu KLX punya bike. Okay, so for the price of this motorcycle, you get so much. Okay, you get a very good ground clearance. Okay, shocks yang is quite serviceable, very soft, very good for off-roading. ABS sedia, and then full LED lighting yang nampak sangat classy. Cuma itu saja. As you notice kan, I didn't mention much about dia punya build quality because dia punya plastic are the cheapest plastic I've ever seen, guys. Okay, ini macam itu budak mainan punya yang cut kamu tolak punya plastik bani. Okay, this is not heavy industrial grade plastic, but it's serviceable on a bike like this lah. Because kalau kamu jalan sudah off-road, batu bata hantam semua, nanti itu plastik pecah sudah. I'm pretty sure untuk replace part on this motorcycle kau boleh pakai universal punya atau ganti dia murah. Okay, so for 8,000 ringgit I cannot find any complaints with this motorcycle at all. Apa-apa sudut saya nampak pun it looks like a dual sport yang memang saya boleh rely on. Okay, so harga dia macam mana pula? 8,800 ringgit sahaja. Okay. Now for those people yang mention kenapa mahal, bukan harga dia 7,000 lebih. Kau tengok betul-betul lah. Semenanjung punya harga sama sini punya harga tidak sama bah. Aish. Mau kena azia lagi ya. Okay. So 8,800 ringgit kamu boleh bawa ni motorcycle scramble sampai pacah-pacah sudah. Kamu boleh beli satu biji lagi pun kamu tidak akan sampai harga untuk beli satu KLX 230. Okay, so I give this bike very good marks lah. I hope you do too. And then if you stay tuned on this channel, nanti CF Moto Dual sudah sampai. Itu kau tambah sikit duit saja kau boleh dapat sudah. So for the next episode, let's look at the CF Moto Dual 250. Okay, that's it for the episode today. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Maxu out. Love you all.